coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week in practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. First carry of the season for this transfer. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Caught over the middle, it's Peoples. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Washington. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical. It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends. and you know you're in trouble.
Brown wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Off play action. Scrambling away. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tiger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Give to the running back. There's a crease. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's a give to Peoples. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Nittany Lions looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff for Peoples. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Beck. Flips it out on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's a gift to Peoples. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Here's a give to Washington. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. Trying to surge it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. On the run, it's Hansen. Tackled there by the defense. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Rushes on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go right back to it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at UMass, taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Minutemen, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Eccles. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Eccles. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Can't get him to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Auburn lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Gets it out quickly. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Plucks it out of the air.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Washington. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. The officials have stopped the clock as there is an injured Auburn Tiger on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Buying some time. Unleashes one. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Peoples again. dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Auburn. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Here's the handoff. And they're able to make the tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
On his way back from the 20. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Brown wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the catch. It's Kane. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Quarterback's got the first. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but man, see the surroundings, right? Like knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Motion from the wideout. On the option. Fighting off the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Makes the catch. It's Peoples. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Trying play action. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaking up and down on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's Peoples. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. To throw, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. Buried before he could blink.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Let's go. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Eccles. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Brown will throw it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sauer. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this on.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.